Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. This is Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw. And I am home. I'm having myself a glass of whiskey. How do I drink this stuff? And I noticed that there are patch notes for Pokemon Unite. And I thought, you know what? Let's take a look at them right now. Why not? So this is going to be a different kind of video, right? Here we go. Some of the patch notes include, oh boy, this is huge. So Eject Button has increased waiting time. So the cooldown's been lengthened for Eject Button. And it needed to happen because Eject Button was essentially the only item anyone should run. I kind of understand Goal Getter for very, very end game moments, but it was Eject Button. You had to use Eject Button, and if you didn't use Eject Button, you were kind of making a mistake, in my opinion. So they've increased the waiting time. We don't know to what, because they like to do this with patch notes where they go, hey, first off, they only come out in Japanese, which is what I'm reading right now. And I'm not reading it in Japanese, I'm reading it in a translate. And second, they don't even tell us amounts. So awesome people online have to go and test all of this stuff. I have to go look at Reddit. I have to watch a Super Teeds video or something like that to have any idea what the time is for some of this stuff. So increased waiting time. I'm guessing a minute and a half to 2 minutes. It could still be there and be very, very useful. Let's take another drink of this. Goal Getter. Reduced waiting time. This is good, but I feel like the entire purpose of Goal Getter in general is to score right near the end of the game, right? I mean, that's what I feel like happens with Goal Getter is you try to dunk 100 points right near the end, which I think is pretty useful. So reduced waiting time, I don't know. There aren't many other times in the match that I need the goal to happen right then. Fluffy Tail, the effect of it has been strengthened. This could actually be really big. I think on a 5-person team, one person could easily run this for some of the objectives, Dreadnought and Zapdos, Rotom, just so you could have them down really, really fast once your team took them. X-Attack, the effect has been strengthened. I'd like to see what that does because, I mean, running X-Attack on an attack-based Pokemon might be a good call if it actually works. Some wild Pokemon nerfs that I don't care about, a bug fix on Gardevoir, and then their Psychokinesis added the effect of lowering the special defense of the hit opponent's Pokemon. Okay, cool. Ninetales fixed a bug with its snow warning. I always wondered why, and the bug is this. Ninetales' passive ability would find Pokemon in bushes around you, and it did always feel a little like, was this the intent of this move? So they're saying no, it was not, and they are fixing that. Aurora Veil fixed a bug with activation, blah, blah, blah. Cinderace has a bug fix. Wigglytuff has a bug fix. Greninja has a nerf and a buff. So Smokescreen got a nerf, which kind of makes sense. It increased the waiting time of it. It's a really good move. And Water Shuriken has gotten a buff. I mean, I still think Surf is just too good, in my opinion. Water Shuriken's not bad, but Surf is too good. And the waiting time on Substitute has been shortened, so that's a better for early game, better for laning with Greninja. Snorlax Heavy Slam got a nerf, so the damage is reduced. Yawn got a nerf, and Flail got a buff, and its Unite move got a nerf. If I was a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not, I'm just a guy who's drinking right now. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I would say it's so interesting how they are nerfing our support character Eldegoss and then releasing a support character Blissey. And now it's interesting that they are nerfing Snorlax and Slowbro and will soon be releasing Blastoise. I just find that interesting, don't you, a little bit? Slowbro. Surf has been short. Surf. Okay, so this is the craziest thing because I don't think Slowbro needed a nerf at all. Shorten the duration of the effect on the opponent's Pokemon. So Surf is worse. That sucks. I mean, that's Slowbro. That's Slowbro's entire thing. And now Scald, something that I have publicly mocked, increases the amount of damage done to the opponent's Pokemon. I don't know. I can't imagine a time where I'd run Scald even with that. And it fixed a bug. Here's a really interesting one. Garchomp got a movement speed, just overall movement speed increase. That's pretty sick. Earthquake has increased the amount of damage done to the opponent's Pokemon. Dragon Rush's waiting time has been shortened. Overall, Garchomp needed a buff. Garchomp got a buff. This is really interesting. I had a video that I was working on. It's not coming out now, I don't think. I should have put it out today, which is what Pokemon I think needed nerfs and buffs, and Garchomp was one I definitely think needs a buff. I might put it out just showing what Pokemon I still think need some work. And now Crustle got a Stealth Rock and Rock Tomb buff. The waiting time has been shortened on Stealth Rock, and the amount of damage done has been increased. It really needed it because no one would ever run it. And Rock Tomb increases the amount of damage done. I mean, this just makes more Crustle builds viable, but I still think the Crustle build that's out there right now is the build. Obviously, I'll talk more about this soon. The big stuff is both of the most played defenders got a nerf, and Blastoise is coming out. I find that interesting. We don't know when Blastoise is coming out. Probably with the mobile release. And we see a buff for Greninja. Didn't think he needed it at all. I think he was doing very, very well. And we saw a big buff for Garchomp. And then, of course, once we find out what the timing is, the Eject Button nerf. That will be interesting to see, but even if it's a minute and a half, it's still going to be great. Even if it's 2 minutes, I said this in a previous video, but I think even if it's 2 minutes, it's still probably going to be the item of choice. However, Fluffy Tail, I don't know. I actually like seeing the others get buffed just so we can see if anything comes out of it. Maybe someone will buff X attack and you run it on Greninja and you're just surf. You're taking everybody out. So let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you watching this hastily made video, but I just wanted to talk about these notes before I watched, let's face it, Bachelor in Paradise. Okay, that's enough of me. Goodbye, everybody. Did I yeehaw? What if I didn't? Yeehaw. Good night. I love you. Mwah!